And I just remember waking up and his hand was in my pants. I was in the middle of him and Jack. And I just felt so violated and scared. Like, I had never been through a situation like that ever. And not knowing who it was, like, I just woke up to a dark figure in the room next to me, laying in bed with his hands in my pants. I woke up freaking out. I pushed him away from me, and I'm like trying to tap Jack, and I'm like, Jack, and he's drunk as shit. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm pushing this guy off of me, and he doesn't care. I turned to the side, like closer to Jack, and I'm like trying to tap him. I'm basically on top of Jack in his back.
Jack Doherty is in deep trouble again, and this time, it's absolutely explosive. His ex-girlfriend, McKinley, just went public with some jaw-dropping claims that could destroy everything Jack has built. We're not talking about petty drama anymore. She's dropping real evidence, the kind that, if it ends up in police hands, could turn Jack's flashy empire into a legal nightmare. At first, people online thought this was just another breakup meltdown, maybe just another clout-chasing stunt. But as the details started spilling out, it became clear this isn't just influencer gossip. McKinley is alleging serious, potentially criminal behavior tied directly to Jack's so-called business agency. And the deeper people dig into that operation, the darker the picture gets. Fans describe what they're seeing as a manipulative empire built on lies, money, and exploitation. It's gotten so bad that people are now comparing Jack's alleged behavior to Jeffrey Epstein's network, something that once seemed far-fetched, but now feels disturbingly believable. If law enforcement decides to launch an official investigation, this could be game over for Jack Doherty. No amount of fame, followers, or fortune could shield him this time. So what exactly is happening right now? Let's break it down. Things escalated fast when McKinley appeared on Camila Aho's podcast, and what she revealed left the entire internet speechless. She didn't just vent, she exposed details that made even her most skeptical critics pause. According to her, Jack was directly involved in something dark, something disturbing, and possibly something criminal. She described a night that sounded less like a misunderstanding and more like a nightmare. And while some people question her timing, others can't deny that what she's describing lines up with what's been whispered about Jack for years. After all, Jack's reputation has always been complicated. He's been accused multiple times of mistreating women, using them as props, flexing his wealth, and running manipulative schemes just to boost his image. McKinley's story adds even more weight to those accusations. If this happened to his own girlfriend, someone living in his home, imagine how many others could have gone through the same thing, silently, without anyone knowing. That's what's really haunting people. McKinley didn't stop there. She revealed more disturbing details about what allegedly happened inside Jack's mansion. And the most shocking part, Jack apparently brushed it all off, acting like nothing ever happened. According to her, he laughed it off, ignored the seriousness, and went right back to showing off his luxury lifestyle online, as if none of it mattered. People are calling it the House of Silence, a place where dark things allegedly happened, and no one spoke up. Even stranger, McKinley says Jack forgot what happened the next day, but that only raises more questions. If he truly wasn't the main culprit, why didn't he call the cops himself? Still, not everyone's convinced McKinley's motives are pure. Critics online argue her timing is suspicious. Why speak up now, after the breakup? Some accuse her of doing it for attention, while others believe she's finally telling the truth after years of keeping quiet. The internet is completely divided. One commenter wrote, "No sympathy, the victim card is overplayed." Another said, "So she stayed silent for years but now wants views?" But others defend her, saying, "It's never too late to speak up, especially when someone dangerous is still out there." Either way, Jack's name is once again tied to controversy, and this time, it's far darker than before. McKinley has previously called out Jack's controversial OnlyFans agency, saying he pressured her to promote it and that things behind the scenes were far from clean. Now, with these new revelations, it's clear the story is spiraling out of control, but money, as always, seems to be a major part of it. Sources claim McKinley knew Jack's income had started tanking. His once lavish lifestyle, the cars, the designer gifts, the constant flexing, all began to slow down, and with it, so did their relationship. People had predicted it for months, commenting things like, "She'll leave when the money dries up." And that's exactly what happened. McKinley allegedly showed up at Jack's house with the police, packed her things, and walked away for good. Just like that, the perfect couple turned into another internet cautionary tale. That breakup shattered both their images. Jack's fame started fading fast. No matter what he tried, people stopped watching. Even wild stunts and controversy couldn't save his engagement. The internet moved on, but now, The silence is over. McKinley is back, and she's not holding back this time. She's calling out Jack's agency again, and she's not alone. Bigger creators and even industry insiders are coming forward with claims about how Jack allegedly manipulated women and pocketed profits under the guise of helping them build their brand. YouTuber John Bravo even exposed how Jack allegedly lured women with promises of money and fame, only to exploit them once they signed contracts. Everything was about control, nothing about empowerment. And it's not just creators talking anymore. There are reports that law enforcement may already be watching him closely. Some sources even claim that police were seen visiting Jack's home recently, possibly investigating allegations tied to harassment, financial fraud, or worse. And that's not even the wildest part. Apparently, during a recent live stream, Child Protective Services and local police showed up at his house. After receiving a disturbing tip-off, Jack denied everything, calling it harassment and a fake swatting. But whether it was real or staged, it shows how out of control this entire situation has become. His follower count is dropping. His sponsors have gone silent. Even his old collaborators are distancing themselves quietly. Jack's once luxurious image is starting to look like a cover for chaos. Meanwhile, investigators and commentators are digging up old screenshots, DMs, and leaked chats that show just how deep this pattern might go. Jack, of course, denies everything. He's calling the leaks fake, the accusations lies, and blaming jealous people for trying to ruin him. He's painting McKinley as an attention seeker, claiming she twisted his words and took things out of context. But that defense is wearing thin, because this time, there are documents, recordings, and witnesses backing up the claims. If credible evidence lines up, contracts, messages, financial trails, it could all collapse fast. People are already calling for boycotts and permanent bans, and if formal charges come next, Jack could lose not just his following, but his freedom. There are a few ways this could play out. He could face lawsuits or even criminal charges that end his career completely. He might try to settle privately, pay off accusers, or rebrand himself. But even if he does, the internet doesn't forget. This story has already shifted from gossip to something much bigger. A look at what happens when power, money, and influence collide online with zero accountability. It's a test of how far digital fame can go before the real world catches up, because for years, Jack faced no real consequences. Even when he was arrested or kicked out of events, it only brought him more views. But this time feels different. This time, people aren't laughing. The walls are closing in fast. Leaked clips allegedly show him using women to promote his brand and push profits. And those clips are still spreading online today. Even other creators, like George Janko, have confronted him directly, begging him to stop. But Jack reportedly admitted he couldn't, saying he needed the money to pay the bills. That moment said it all. It showed a man caught in his own cycle, chasing money while losing everything else that matters. And now, with McKinley exposing more shocking details and new leaks surfacing almost daily, things are spiraling faster than ever. So the question is, what's next for Jack Doherty? If these allegations turn out to be true, could he actually face real justice this time? Or will his money and influence once again let him slip through the cracks? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this story, it's far from over.